Oh my god. I don't want to cough right at the start of the stream, but I think I might. Eric, why are you the only one here? Oh, there we go. Everybody else had to phase in. It's day 3 of me streaming while sick. So I'm just gonna be shorter today, obviously, just like the last 2 streams I did. I'm not getting worse, I don't think, but I'm not getting much better before anybody asks. Yesterday was much worse. I was both emotionally, mentally, and physically tired. Now today I am just physically tired. So that is definitely an improvement. Lorelai's harp. Okay. There's a note at the bottom of the chest. Puba takes it out and begins to read. Dear friend, if you're reading this, it means I've gone away. If what you said to me is true, I don't think I can stay. Thanks for all you've done for me, and please don't feel too sad. After my Kai, you're the kindest friend I've ever had. I promise. And it's funny she says this because the whole time I was just like shit talking her. I still feel like the story should have had her be a bit more evil. Also, hello, Dingo. I can't come with you now. This harp will take you down. You'll find a shining whirlpool far inside the inland sea. Sail over it and strum that harp to meet Her Majesty. Please tell the Queen I'm happy now and there's no need to cry. I'm finally reunited with my dear darling Kai. Perhaps one day we'll meet again, but for now, farewell. You'll be my friend until the end. Yours sincerely, Shell. Alright, let's get going. Crasher and Capper are here too. That coral formation. I guess that's not coral. It's more like rocks, but it's got coral on it, I think. It looks kind of like a big walking beast. Alright, David. Let's get back on the ship. I've been trying to treat myself, as many of you know. I have been just swamped with fucking work. It's been a bit of a disaster. I've been so fucking busy with my job. And that still has not lightened up at all. It's been pretty fucking busy. So I tried to treat myself this past week. I bought like 3 games all at once. And, it's been a while since I bought games and played them, like, not on stream, just for myself, so, don't tell my bosses. So when my boss, right, basically my department is 2 people. I do graphic design work, it's just me and my boss. And when my boss goes off on vacation, one of 2 things happens. Either I get stuck with all of the work, right, and he's not there to help, so obviously I'm super swamped. Or there's not much work coming in, and I get to kind of relax a little bit. And that one happens because when my boss is here, he always finds work. I'm not one of those people who finds work at a job. I think that the job should provide me with work. So it's a little bit of half of that. As you guys know, I've had some absolutely insane projects that my job has been working me to the bone, and it finally lightened up like yesterday. So I picked up Gotham Knights, I picked up Persona 5, and I picked up Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I've only played 2 out of the 3. Oh, and then Total Warhammer 3, but I don't count that one because I already have the first 2. It's basically just the same as those. Gotham Knights is pretty okay. It's worth like $40. Don't pay more than $40 for it. It is an okay video game. Currently, it is the whipping boy of the internet. It's, like, very epic to make Gotham Knights is the worst game of 2022 videos on YouTube, and then they get lots of clicks. It's really not that bad. The game is fine. The story is kind of fun and interesting. The characters are well written. Alfred is very well performed. The characters are all, similarly designed, though functionally different. Not, like, horribly, right? They're all very similar. Like, you press the Y button, they're going to do a ranged attack. You press the X button, they're going to do a light attack, right? It's just how they do that is different. Red Hood is cool. He's the one I've been playing as. I do like Red Hood. He's very fun. Welcome to the seabed realm, O humans from on high. It has been many centuries since your last kind dropped by. If you should miss the air above, just tell me and I'll send you. I have the power to summon bubbles, one of which I'll lend you. Well, travelers, what say you? Shall I put my plans in motion and send you and your ship way back to the surface of the ocean? That would be a big no, thank you. Your secret is safe with us. If you don't find work, then how can you live? I live comfortably because I'm on salary. So, some of you guys have wondered, and people ask me this question all the time. They're like, oh, because I've been so busy. They're like, oh, I hope you're getting paid overtime. I don't work hourly. I work salary work, which means I work a 9 to 5. That's why the streams always happen at a specific time. It's because I have to work a specific time. The rainbow glows brightly. One of the orbs must be nearby, right? But the thing with that is that sometimes when you work salary, you have to work when it's not your 9 to 5 time. Like if there's an all hands like conference I have to go to, then I gotta go to it. You know, if there's some sort of big fucking project, which I talked about a couple streams ago, you know, I have to buckle my fucking bootstraps and do it. And that doesn't happen often, but it does happen, you know, a few times a year where we'll get something where I need to work past the 9 to 5. So that's why I've been so busy. And being sick on top of all of that is just not stellar. I haven't played Persona 5. Disney Dreamlight Valley, by the way.
Paradise under the sea.
It slaps. I was playing that today, actually. It slaps pretty fucking hard.
So we can breathe underwater now? That harp is something else.
I always think it's weird when these like magical artifacts affect a group of people as opposed to just one.
That story about the giant pearl is just an old wives' tale or not.
It probably is real.
The orb is important, but we need to talk to the Queen first. We have to tell her about Michelle.
I mean, we don't really have to, but like... I love that Eric is questioning if it's an old wives' tale when you consider the rainbow is like glowing in my fucking pocket. Like, yeah, no shit, we're in the right place, Eric. I don't care if you look handsome in your slutty fit. Welcome all to Nautica, the realm beneath the... Oh my god, that reminds me of Nausicaa. If you guys haven't seen Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind, it's my wife's like favorite movie, pretty much. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. She loves that movie, and she loves God, what's the other one called? Castle in the Sky, I think. They're both Studio Ghibli movies, and Castle in the Sky is okay. Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind is much better, but it is kind of slow. It's a bit of a slow movie. You are Queen Marina's honored guests, so make yourselves at home. She doesn't even know I'm here yet. Or does she? Ooh. This is yet again another situation where the men, you know, are icky monsters, and the women get to be, you know, these, like, sexy, human-esque monsters. This is bullshit. Make me some sexy, yucky monster ladies. In all my 2010 years, I've never talked to a human till today. You must be the guest of Queen Marina mentioned. It's Her Majesty's magic that lets you breathe below the water. A special service for our guests of honor. Without it, you'd be goners. She awaits you in her pearly palace at the pinnacle of the prominence. I speak, of course, of the tower at the top of the hill. Alright, bud. I kind of figured, considering the camera. I like this town. You know why? Because it's easy to maneuver. It's one straight shot just up the hill to where I'm supposed to be going. There's not a bunch of windy bullshit paths here. How's the game going? The game's going alright, my guy. It's going pretty good. I'm still very fucking sick, but the game's going well. I'm the priestess of the sunken spirit with no name. Though our god differs, let us pray to... No. Did I really walk into the wrong fucking castle? I was just complimenting the game for being... No, this is the right place. I'm supposed to be there, right? Alright, let me talk to the one other mermaid in there. I bet she knows where I'm supposed to go. I'll gladly make fun of Gotham. Go for it, my dude. Have you seen Warhammer 40k Darktide? I have. Sorry, let me get caught up on the chat for a hot second. Oh, God, I've just been rambling my thoughts here. Yeah, so I've seen Darktide. I'm actually a huge fan of Vermintide, which is their previous game. Vermintide 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I've really been getting back into it the past couple weeks here. And Vermintide 2 is Warhammer Fantasy, whereas Darktide is obviously, like you said, is Warhammer 40k. And 40k is fine. I like it. I don't like it as much as Fantasy. I'm more of a Fantasy guy than I am a space guy. But Darktide is something I will probably look into further when it comes out. Right now it's in beta. They've had a couple, you know, like, I think they're closed betas. You gotta get invited to do them. And it looks fine. It looks okay. But I know Fat Shark, the developer, well enough to know that I'm not touching that shit until it's been patched just a little bit, you know? It's gonna be kind of buggy. And I'd rather just wait a little bit. But it is just Vermintide 2, but with guns, more of a focus on guns than melee. But it looks fine. Alas, the hall, we did not use stairs, but if you, okay, yeah, she'll just carry me up there. And also because a movie I've watched, yeah, I think Dingo, you've watched like most of the Ghibli movies. I think we talked about it. Can you pet Scar, Tony? You can pet Scar. You can't have sex with him, so it is the worst game ever made. My friend, my friend is really into the game. She was telling me all about it. Well, her husband was telling me through her all about it because she's too focused on playing it. And I told him, I messaged him at like 1 in the morning, you know, when I was playing it, and I said, tell her that this game is garbage, because on my first day, right, I walk into Scrooge McDuck's little store, and he's like, welcome to the Dreamlight... by the way, the Dreamlight Valley game is basically just a Disney version of Animal Crossing. Scrooge McDuck is in there, he's the Tom Nook, and he's like, welcome to my fucking store, my guy. Look at my products, they change every day. And I'm like, okay, cool. I walk over to the fucking clothes store. They have a pirate hat for sale. And you guys know I fucking love pirates. They have a pirate hat for sale. It's 10,000 schmeckles. I don't have that many schmeckles. So I message him. I'm like, tell her this game's fucking garbage because they put the one item I give a shit about, you know, in the store, and I can't fucking afford it. So I leave the store and I go over to see my pal Goofy. He's the fisherman in town. He lends me his fishing rod. I spend a good hour grinding fishing, just reeling them in, fat fucking fish, and selling them back to Goofy. He's sitting next to me watching me reel this shit in so he can buy it from me. And I farm up 10k schmeckles to buy the fucking hat because the hat's gonna go away if I don't buy it. And it was a good purchase, okay? It's a good hat. I look good in it. It's a fresh hat. I will say, the character builder in that game is pretty decent. I look exactly like I do in real life, but in the game and like as a Disney guy. It looks pretty good. I will say that. The game is fun. It slaps. If you like Animal Crossing, give the game a try. It's honestly a good time. Also, it's like 30 bucks. It's 30 bucks. That's a good deal for a game.
I welcome you to Nautica, the land beneath the waves.
And you have a less annoying voice than Michelle,
What
thank
brings
God.
you, Prince of Dundrasil, down to these coral
Ugh.
caves?
Huh? How do you know he's the Prince of Dundrasil?
She seems to know fucking everything, so...
I have a second sight that touches every quarter, by which I keep abreast of all the news above the water.
She's definitely more threatening than like an
Between men
Aquaman.
and mermaids, let us later speak. First, allow me to present the item that you seek.
Is that seriously it? We got it just for free?
Behold the shining sphere of green, the orb you humans need. The treasures of the world above are marvelous indeed. Consider this my thanks for what you did for dear Michelle. Pray take it kindly, travelers, and may it serve you well.
I'm gonna be real, like, getting these orbs is a little easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought we were gonna have some, like, grand epic dungeons to go through, but nah, it's just like, help this fucking fish lady find her dead boyfriend, and then you just get it for free.
I witnessed the
I mean, I
whole
fought a
sorry
big
tale.
squid, but like,
It
come
always
on.
breaks my heart. The tragedy of man and mermaid doomed to live apart.
Can't you just use your magic to make
But
her
while
not
the
turn to
mermaid's
sea foam,
burden
though?
holds, such romances are blighted, and love between man and sea maiden fizzles unrequited.
I feel like you
For
could have
years
helped.
Now I have sought a way to remedy this
Ooh.
curse. Alas, my every effort ends in failure or worse.
Damn, you know she is a good character because I'm giving all of my like shitty little digs that I do with this game, and she has an answer for all of it. She's the only character who's had an answer for things.
500 years and more down here beneath the sea. But though the flame of human life burns short, it burns so bright. You never cease to struggle. No, you push, you strive, you fight. And so your kind admire our kind, but we admire in turn. It is the world tree's will that from each other we should learn.
I would think that they wouldn't really give a shit about the
It was
world
the
tree,
world
considering it's
tree's
like
will that
above the
brought
water,
Michelle
but
and Kai together.
right.
I pray that in their next lives they may stay that way forever.
I would hope, like I was thinking maybe they
So
would
too
worship a
was
big
it the world
seashell
tree's
or
will
some bullshit like
brought you
that.
here today.
Like a big turtle, I don't know.
But now, dear luminary, you must be upon your way. So set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on. And if Yggdrasil wills it, we shall meet again anon.
Is she gonna tell me where to go now?
Remember, though the paths we walk are filled with twists and turns, all roads lead from the tree of life, and to the tree return.
I kind of don't know where to go now, so I think I'm just gonna go back to okay, she's gonna tell me for sure, right? Kind of weird if she didn't. I was gonna play more Dreamlight Valley, but it's not free on PC yet, so I missed the Pixar event. Oh, that's a bummer. I've only ever played Warhammer once at an official Warhammer store, and it was really fun. I've never played the tabletop version, because miniature stuff like that is way too complicated for me. But I am a big Warhammer fantasy lore nerd. I just love Warhammer lore. It's so fucking stupid and over the top. Like, it's the most wish fulfillment, just bullshit you could imagine. Play if you guys like Civilizations, the video game, you should give Total Warhammer a try, 1, 2, or 3. I'd recommend playing 1. I think they're all on sale right now, so they're pretty fucking cheap. But Total Warhammer 1 is a good like intro. 2 is definitely the best one. 3 is just if you really like it. But 2 is the best one for sure. 2 has the fucking Tomb Kings, which by the way are just undead Egyptians. And you get to play as them, and they live in their little fucking canopic jars, and you can just send giant Sphinx mecha statues at people, and they have eye lasers, and they fucking obliterate elves in like a single hit. It's fucking dope. Or you can play as the Skaven, and they get this perk where they just have unlimited ammo in their miniguns. The most powerful Skaven units are their ranged units for one of their factions. So every fight that you have with every other faction is just you have 800 fucking minigun dudes, and they just unload their green miniguns, into everything. It's fucking great. Or the ogres, their whole thing is just eating people. That's in Warhammer 3, that's not 2. But they have the ogres, and they just have this big fat fucking king, and he's in a little, like, tricycle with a thing on the back. It's a cauldron on the back of it, if I recall, and he just eats people. It's fucking great. The game slaps. It's really good. It was not a chance to brought you here. It was the world tree's will. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Well, it's just not really much help. I'm not sure where we're gonna go now. We're gonna go back to Puerto Valor. That's the only lead I have. Like, that's where I came from. I'll do these side quests off camera. I'm never doing these side quests on camera, and in case you're wondering why, it's because they're all the same. I've done like 5 or 6 of them now, and every single... Ooh, hello. Love that wiggly little man. He's very cute. All of the side quests are the same. They're just like, oh, could you kill this one specific monster in this one zone and then leave and come back? It's always like kill one monster and leave. And it'll usually be something specific too. It'll be like, can you kill this one monster with this party member being pepped? It's really obnoxious, but whatever. Let's see. When you get Darktide, what class are you going to be, Tony? So I've always mained Victor Saltspire and Vermintide 2. So whichever character simulates Victor the best is the one that I would end up playing. I'm a sucker for just like Inquisitors and Warhammer. Inquisitors are basically these religious zealots, right? Whether it's in fantasy or 40k, they're these religious zealots with these big fucking long tower hats, and their whole fucking thing is like praising the Emperor and just eradicating, whether it's like elves or chaos or whatever Skaven, whatever the fuck they want to get rid of, they will burn. An Inquisitor will burn an entire village to the ground if even a single citizen worships chaos, because in their mind, if one person was able to be corrupted, who's to say the rest of the town isn't? So it's just safer to fucking burn them all to the ground. And that sort of religious zeal is just so fucking fun to me. So whatever class replicates that is what I would be playing, to answer your question. Do you think political diplomacy is hard when you had to form a fucking bar every sentence? I would... If I was a king, right, and I met the mermaids, and I realized they rhymed every fucking sentence that they do, I probably would have attacked them. I would have declared war, like, right then and there. Because I'm not... Lord knows I'm not dealing with that bullshit. That's not happening. That's a bit too annoying, if you ask me. Yeah, get him. I do like the variety of enemies that are just, hey, I'm a little man in a fursuit. This game is just, like, anti-furry, for sure. And I'm not gonna stand for it. That's why I'm saying. Get him, Eric. Oh my god, dude. All I have to do is encourage Eric, and all of a sudden he's critting for 96. What a good boy. Him and his midriff. Yeah, get fucking blocked, you dweeb. Or was that a parry? That might have been a parry, actually. Because I saw him hold the blade. I didn't actually see the text. Did he parry or did he block? Because he didn't hold the shield up. It did a different sound this time. It would be funny if he parried, because I think I only have a 1% chance to do that. Oh my god. Let's see. You can have Skaven in there get their hands on plasma cannons. I did know that there are certain 40k scenarios that do include Skaven. Age of Sigmar, of course, has Skaven in it, but I don't like to acknowledge Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar is fine, okay? If you like Age of Sigmar, don't be mad at me. I'm a little sad that they had to end Warhammer Fantasy to make Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar is fine, okay? I'm not here to shit on it. It's fine. It's just I liked fantasy a lot, and to see it go away so that Age of Sigmar could live, it makes me a bit of a sad boy. And so you have the harp. You can find big glowy spots in the ocean you can use. You had me at killing elves, base to be fair. I think you can copy the Inquisition feel with the Zealot class on Darktide. Zealot is a class that the Inquisitor in Vermintide can play, so I think you're spot on in that. Let's see, do we want to go... La Académie de Notre... Okay, so there's a Metal Academy up there, there's the Eerie up there, and then there's the Nom Nom downstairs. We're gonna go downstairs to the Nom Nom. That seems like where I should be going. Southern Champ Suave. I fucking hate everything here. I'm gonna pronounce everything here wrong and you can't stop me. If that upsets you, oh my god. Little pickle men. Very cute. These are cute enemies. Oh, I have a question for you guys. I don't know if we figured this out before or not. Are these Colossus guys, do they count as metal-bodied or not? I'm not sure if they do. If they do, then Eric is going to be really useful, and then eventually Poohbutt, because he's going to get a... He might actually be able to afford it now. Hold on. Yeah, Metal Slash, actually. Metal Slash on Poohbutt will definitely help us out. Oh, Eric will have a Metal Medley attack. That's useful. Are these guys metal-based? It'd be kind of cool if they were. It'd be very cool. No, I don't think they did. That's a bummer. That's definitely a bummer, but what are you gonna do? I think people talk about Fantasy Warhammer less because Games Workshop doesn't like Fantasy Warhammer all that much. Oh, I know that. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, there was Warhammer Fantasy and 40k, and they were running at the same time. And 40k, this was during a time where Games Workshop was having a really, really bad financial time. And Warhammer Fantasy at the time just didn't seem very feasible to continue producing. So they put pretty much all of their effort into ending Warhammer Fantasy with a big event called the End Times, which essentially ended with Grimlock the Orc kicking Archaon, the Lord of Chaos, in the nuts so hard that he died. And then the world ends. And the world is essentially reborn as Age of Sigmar, which, you know, listen, Warhammer, by the way, Warhammer lore is so fucking expansive that I can say anything and it will be both true and untrue, so don't fucking come at me with little details. I get it. I know that I'm paraphrasing a lot here. So Warhammer Fantasy is basically done, but they still use it for like video games and such. And I will say this, Warhammer Fantasy makes a great setting for video games. In the same way that the Phantom Menace fucking bloat... Oh my god. Are you serious? I got glitched on the side there. In the same way that the Phantom Menace fucking sucks, like the prequel movies are bad, but they make really great world building, right? Like the Clone Wars is really fucking cool. All of that shit is really interesting. It's the same thing with Warhammer Fantasy. So the Warhammer Fantasy games are some of the best Warhammer games you can be playing. You know, Total Warhammer is fantastic. Vermintide 2 is fantastic, right? And there's a lot of Warhammer 40k games, but most of them blow ass. So it's kind of like that. So they certainly don't like produce the miniatures anymore. I don't think they do. But it's still good. It's still very fun.
Some of us have got sights to see.
Drongos. Are these Australians that live here?
I see this place is still full of friendly visitors.
Oh, they've been here before.
We passed through a while back on the hunt for clues about Mordigan, you see.
The beatific smile of the mural of the ruins of now what brings good fortune to all who lay eyes upon it.
The fuck does that mean? That's not
If they
English.
believe that kind of rubbish, I'm guessing you didn't find out much of any use.
I'm with Eric on this one, I ain't gonna lie.
Aye, that's right, laddie. Not a sausage. But we're looking for something different now. And with the Luminary with us too. I have a feeling it might be worth taking another look at those ruins with fresh eyes.
Also, the
We'll
rainbow
have to
might just
make our
start
way
glowing
through
and that
town
would help
and
us
over the
out.
top of the mountain to get there. Let's split up and see what we can find out on the way.
Okay, cool. That sounds good to me. Tomb Kings, my beloved. Space Marines suck Necron gangs, my beloved. Necron gang is fucking dope. Necrons are great because they're just Tomb Kings in space. Space Marines are fine. Space Marines are definitely very cool, but like, I think Necrons are fucking dope. My favorite designs are the chaplains of the Space Marine chapters. Listen, even I, a staunch defender of Warhammer Fantasy and its absolutely fucking stellar aesthetic, will admit that 40k just has a fucking great aesthetic that it knows and leans into. 40k is the most bullshit fucking like wish fulfillment garbage you could imagine. A single big boy item in 40k could demolish any other world's big boy item. You know that stupid anime thing where it's like, yeah, but could they beat Goku? The answer is yes. 40k could beat fucking Goku 8 billion times. A single Space Marine could beat Goku. You know those machine guns that you always see the Space Marines shooting? Those don't shoot bullets. They shoot miniature fucking missiles. Their basic weapon just shoots missiles. Like 8 jillion of them at a time. The rounds inside of one of those guns could fucking demolish Goku within a second. That's how fucking bullshit 40k is. And everything in 40k is like that. Every single thing in 40k is as bullshit as this ridiculous gun I just mentioned to you. Why put a door here if I can't go in it? Garbage game. Terrible. Oh shit, you know what we should do? Hold on. We should, now that we've discovered this area, I can always just zoom back here. What I would like to do is go to, Puerto Valor. I'm gonna go back here because there was something I wanted to do here, and I don't know if it's ready yet. Let's see if it is. I played Tyranids back when I played 40k. Tyranids are cool too. I actually have a Tyranid deck. So here's the thing. I'd get up and shit. So Magic the Gathering just had a crossover with 40k, and it had 4 commander decks come out that you could all order at once. It had Tyranids, it had Chaos Marines, and then regular Space Marines, and Necrons. Necrons got their own deck, which is dope as hell. And I got all 4 of them. I got all 4 of them in hollow, so every single card in the deck is like a hollow card, which means it's all shiny and reflective. And Tyranids are fucking cool. Tyranids are dope. There's a casino over here. I was curious if the casino was open. Signore, wait. You're here for the casino. Lo siento. Sorry. We're not open. Fucking damn it. I was hoping it would be open. I will say there is only one singular side quest that I do kind of regret starting because you guys would have loved to see it. It's this little guy over here. Maybe he'll tell us what it is. I'll never see another bunny girl as pretty as her. Your dark-haired friend would make a magnificent bunny girl, Chico, I'm sure of it. Okay, so basically I walked up to this guy over here. He gave me a backstory about how when he was a little kid, he saw the hottest fucking woman he's ever seen in his life, dressed as a bunny girl. And from that day, he became obsessed with bunny girls, but he never did find one as beautiful as that woman. He does say, though, that our companion Jade is so fucking sexy, dude, that he thinks that she could surpass this woman in his eyes, but he needs to see her in a bunny costume to prove it. And I am 100% certain. I know I know Akira Toriyama. The bunny girl costume is for sure inside this casino. There's no way, because anytime he does like a casino setting, holy shit, hold on. It's open now. She fucking lied. I'm sneaking my way in. I did not know this was gonna happen. We're going in. We're going in, boys. There's no way we're not. Puerto Valor Casino. Bienvenido. Alright. Let me check your prizes out. Welcome to the exchange counter. You can trade your casino tokens for all sorts of prizes. You currently have 0 tokens. Which of our fabulous prizes are you interested in? There's no way. Down the rabbit hole. Patterns and diagram. To help you be the best bunny girl on the block. 500 tokens. Abso-fucking-lutely. And then they have a couple vests here. Alright, we need to get this. I need to figure out how to get tokens. That's the main thing. There's usually like an exchange of currency. I bet it's over here, right? Rainbow Seven Bank. No, that's just a bank. Fuck no gambling. It's a shame because the casino has the best Jade costume. I could never get into 40k because there's like 5 tons of bullshit lore I need to know if I like one character. That's the thing about 40k though, Capper. You don't actually... That's the thing about Warhammer in general. You don't need to know any of the lore. It's just there if you want to. If you like a character because he's a big brawny dude with a big gun, that's literally all you need to know. You don't need to know anything beyond that. I promise you. What do we do, boys? Do we just play slots? We just play slots and hope we win? I don't know how to play cards very well. I could play 21, that's the only one I kind of know how to do. It's Quest Slime Machine number 4. The minimum bet is 10 tokens per reel. Go on an adventure with Ulysses. Oh dear, it looks like you don't... I need to find how to get tokens, though. That looks like a bar, that's not what I'm looking for. I think I need to... Let me go back to the token exchange. Maybe she'll help me out. Or maybe it's like right... No, it's right here. Okay. Welcome to the casino token... Whatever, you have 0 tokens, Poobot. Each token is 20 coins. Can I just buy 500 outright? That would actually make this so much easier. Hell yeah. Okay. I know that's not a good trade at all, but I'm just gonna do it. It's easier for me to get money anyway. Cool. Learns how to make a pair of bunny ears, suits, and fishnet stockings. Hell yeah. We're moving up in the world. Alright, let's go ahead and get the thing. Do you know of Trizon the Infinite, Tony? I do not. Is that like a wacky Warhammer character with funny lore? I would hope so. Every fucking character in Warhammer has like... It's like Tolkien. Every character has this like huge backlog of lore that's fun. It's not fun if you're not into that sort of thing, but I absolutely am. If I see some random NPC and they have like a ridiculous backstory, that shit's right up my alley. Alright, I'm gonna save before I make this bunny outfit. Listen, the stream is only gonna be like 35 minutes today, but the end goal is getting the bunny suit for Jade, so like how can I... You know, how could I not? Okay, fun size forge. I'm only coughing every like 30 minutes now instead of like every 5 seconds, so that's definitely an improvement. 300 gold. Let's do it, boys. Let's see. Search fortune cloth inside the casino. Flourishes. Let's go ahead. Sizzly Puff. And then we hit up the double-edged bash. I'm sorry my brain is like all scattered today, guys. It's It's been a rough one. No! Fuck, I ruined it. Oh, that's fine. Thank God. I flew too close to the sun with that other one. That's okay. One of them is gold, though. Hey! 2 of them are gold. Okay. That's good. That's good, actually. That makes up for fucking up on that bottom one. That's okay. Hell yeah. It's probably gonna be a +2, I think. Ah, no, it's a +1. Yeah, fucking it up really messed it up. That's okay. Money suit, for sure. We got this. You can always remake it. Yeah, that's true. Really not a big deal. Seriously buff. Oh, I forgot to ask at the beginning. I've just been rambling. I've just been rambling this whole time. I've been excited about the games I've been playing, and talking about Warhammer always gets me jazzed. I forgot to ask if you guys are doing well. I hope everybody here is doing well. Strength of the next strike is doubled for sure. Pop it there. Nice. Next strike is halved. Perfect. I don't know if I'll have enough sauce to finish this one. Double whammy strike. Okay. Oh, fuck, I'm not gonna have enough sauce to finish it. Damn, that actually would have helped me out a lot. Is that gonna be enough to finish it? I don't know if it will. Yeah, okay. That counts, I guess. I just barely did that. I don't really have enough focus to be making a lot of these, like, higher level pieces of gear, I suppose. Alright, 208 coins. It's not that the gear is, like, super late game gear or anything, it's that I don't have enough focus to do what I need to do. I start pretty much everyone with Sizzly Puff, because if I don't Sizzly Puff it, I don't have enough things to... I don't have enough sauce to do it. I need the half strike, I think. Holy shit! Holy shit! Okay. Half the strength. Perfect. Excellent. I mean... I'm gonna do it. Aw, it was close. I was really close. Hey, that's good. That's good. I'm peeling small pomegranates, so I'm doing fine. Man, I wish I was you right now. Pomegranate is actually my favorite fruit, didn't you know? Hey, perfection on the stockings, boys! Hey, +3! Let's fucking go. That's good. That's good shit. Let's put it on Jade. Obviously. Pomegranate is my absolute favorite fruit. I love... You know, a lot of people don't like pomegranate because they say it's too much work to cut open. There's a trick that you can do to, like, slice it open perfectly, and then, like, you just tap it and all the seeds will fall out. But I actually like all of the work of, like, picking the seeds out one at a time and eating them. I fucking love pomegranate so much. It's so fucking good, dude. Alright, bunny ears +1. Bunny suit. Oops. And then I think she has, yeah, fishnet stockings +3. I should probably get rid of the devil's tail for that. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Jade. Fantastic. This is good content. She's not walking around with me. This is good content. That's good content right there, boys. Woo. Bunny suit not for Sylvando. Cowards. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a little iffy. Had to leave work early today because I felt like crap. You and me are also... All of you guys are just like a little piece of me today. My children all having problems or doing well in different ways. It's good to see. Not good to see in, you know, in the same sense. Never had it. You should try it. Pomegranates are very good. They're usually at their peak, like during the fall, so like wintry times in the year. If you go to the supermarket, you can usually find them. They're either going to be, if they're in season, they're going to be at the front of the supermarket. If they're out of season, they're going to be in the exotic fruit section of your supermarket. They're usually dog shit if they're out of season, so don't even bother. But they're very, very good. Do not eat the flesh of them. The flesh is completely inedible and, in fact, tastes disgustingly bitter and sour. Do not eat that. You want to eat just the little seeds. the little red seeds. Also, don't buy pomegranate pre-seeded, right? Like it'll come in little cups. Don't do that. That shit tastes garbage. You have to have it fresh. And when you eat the seeds, some people will just suck on the seed and just eat the juice and spit out the seed. I think eating the seed is fantastic. The seeds are very good for you. They're yummy. Please eat them. They will pass right through you just like corn, and for the next like 2 days you will be shitting nothing but seeds. You're gonna feel like a bird. It's kind of funny. I mean, you can just bite into the pomegranate, but that just isn't fun. That's true. I've been okay. Been watching a lot of The Amazing World of Gumball for university because my homework is watching cartoons. Gumball is a fun one. Gumball is a good show. I find it difficult to binge. I watched a lot of it, and I don't feel like I need to watch anymore. I watched enough of it. I watched many seasons of it, and it just kept going. I am fine with the amount that I watched. Trizon the Infinite is the official biggest troll in 40k. He is a Necron Lord who has stolen relics, items, and even people from all kinds of races throughout history to put them into stasis as displays for his planet/dimensional-sized museum. That's fucking dope, dude. That's the kind of shit that I love. Greedy little, like, immortal Necron who can just resurrect and steal things throughout history. That's fun. The Necrons, by the way, are a race of people... Again, for Warhammer Fantasy is more my thing. I think this is what the Necrons are at a basic level. They are essentially a race of people who ascended past the need for fleshy bodies and are in these, like, robotic skeleton bodies that can just resurrect constantly. That's what I think they are. If that's not 100% accurate, then that's your base level understanding. Again, Warhammer 40k is not my jam. It's more fantasy, but that's essentially what it is. Papa Tony giving us his issues so he can feel more connected. Oh my god. I never noticed that there's a ton of episodes. Yeah, there's a fuckload of them. That's why I stopped. But I hope you guys had a good time. I mean, we got Jade the Bunny fit, so I think it was definitely worth streaming today. I'm going to take it easy for the next couple days until Sunday, where I'm going to be doing my Halloween stream. I've decided what we're going to be doing for Halloween. It's going to be a bunch of little games. I will start the stream, and we'll just play a couple little spooky games. Phoenix actually DM'd me one that looked pretty interesting. You guys have been sending me good suggestions. I've been keeping them in the back of my head, deciding what it is I want to play. But I think we're going to start with one that I downloaded where you play as a guy with one arm. I'm going to see if that one's fun. But I hope you guys had a good time. Please, if you're not feeling well, take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Stay healthy out there, boys. I hope you had a good time. If I don't see you on Sunday, maybe I'll see you next week. If I don't see you at all, then just have a good rest of your night. Bye-bye.